Hey, Cannabruhz Nation. Welcome to Word on the Street, your go-to for the latest Cannabis buzz. I'm Jarrell, your guide to the juiciest updates. So whether you're a seasoned Cannabruh or new to the fam, hit the subscribe button and join the movement. Today, we're talking about the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Liberty as they score big to be the first NBA and WNBA teams to team up with a CBD company. We're also talking about a survey that says rescheduling cannabis could give Biden an approval boost of 11%. He might need that. Michigan marijuana madness is happening because a company is snagging 11 stores from its in-state competitors. Find out who it is and how deep are their pockets. And we'll talk about how you can recognize the real if you are the real. Real recognize real and can spot the fake from a mile away in this game. So get ready to vibe, learn, and laugh with the Cannabruhz podcast, your go-to source for cannabis culture and financial wisdom. Now, let's roll into this episode together and keep the conversation blazing. Let's get it. Welcome to the show, welcome to the show. Here to give you knowledge that you didn't know. Put you on some game, now you got a buzz. You are now listening to Cannabruhz. Yo. Hey. No, just kidding. Welcome back to the Cannabruhz podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Jarrell.
C-Dub.
And we are the
Cannabruhz.
Yep, and this right here is Word on the Street. Yep, and we back with another hot episode just for y'all, man. Of course, we're missing our dog, Corey, but he's always on top of the business. It's nothing wrong with it, man. Make sure that you're getting on top of your business. And speaking of our business, this episode is sponsored by Harvest AF Financial Consulting. You can go to harvestaf.net if you're in need of tax preparation, tax planning, bookkeeping, monthly bookkeeping, quarterly accounting, monthly accounting, CFO services. They do it all, man. If you have been struggling, and especially if you're in the cannabis industry, when it comes to struggling with 280E and knowing how to actually legally get the closest thing to what you normal business owners call deductions, then you might want to call some experts that actually understand exactly what they're talking about in the tax world. Enrolled agents, CPAs, certified bookkeepers, the whole nine. Harvest AF got you, and you don't want this season to go by and you didn't do anything. You didn't learn anything. You filed some taxes, but you weren't able to actually figure out how to make your situation better for the next year and beyond. So make sure you holler at them. That's harvestaf.net, harvestaf.net. HARVESTA as in Alpha, F as in Frank.net, and or you can call 214-233-6874. Let them know Jarrell sent you. We're with you from seed to success. I said I was gonna use it. We got new sounds and all that kind of stuff in the on the Roadcaster, man. So yeah, Carter, was good, bro?
It's going, man. It's going.
It's going.
I
like a good day, man. It's been a pretty solid day, man. Productive. Yeah. Having some much needed conversations. Mm-hmm. Much needed conversations. And so right now what we're doing, if you aren't aware of the Cannabruhz experience, our show that we are creating right in front of your eyes, then you're missing out. The Cannabruhz experience right now is hosted on the platform. It's called Weed and Whiskey TV is the app. So if you have a Roku device, you can check out the Cannabruhz experience on Weed and Whiskey. You can also check out the Cannabruhz experience, episodes of the Cannabruhz experience on our Instagram page. That's right. It's at the Cannabruhz on IG. Go ahead and give us a follow. Check out the episodes that we got pinned to the top of our profile, and drop some comments below that and drop some comments below this. I'm talking some fire emojis, man, if y'all ready for the first story. And we don't have Corey here.
Nope.
He's probably taking care of Brooklyn.
Yep, he is.
But speaking of Brooklyn.
What's
our first story?
Man, so this is from Marijuana Moment. This is Brooklyn Nets. Marijuana Moment. Brooklyn Nets and the New York Liberty become the first NBA and WNBA teams to partner up with a CBD company.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. Let's go.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
You know, we like to see the movement start to move into those areas where they once said they couldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like when the gates get pushed down, you know what I mean? When the doors get kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really dope because, you know, on Word on the Street, we've already covered not too long ago the big three. And we noticed that, you know, the NBA is always following suit. The big three does all this dope, like progressive type of stuff with their game, new rules and all this stuff. And then they're also
4-point shots.
4-point shots. How dope is that, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just pull up for the 4-pointer. Oh, Steph Curry would like kill that, bro. You know? So when he's done with the NBA, maybe he'll go on over to the big three.
We're about to see in the All-Star at WNBA go against
Yeah,
this will be good.
Speaking of, because we are
From the
talking
same
about,
line.
we're talking about the NBA and WNBA in this story right here.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Who is Steph Curry battling? And I try to remember her name, but I seen videos of her.
She has a shoe. She has a Nike shoe, so she's big.
Yeah, you know, we just be acting like typical men. Ladies, please don't. Never mind us. We ain't nobody, just the Cannabruhz, you know. But yeah, man, but that's going to be really dope for this All-Star game. Looking forward to that. So it does say that the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Liberty have entered into partnerships with the CBD beverage company. Now, you know how impactful we believe the CBD beverage space is, or the cannabis beverage space is, to the whole landscape. Like, it's super dope. They say they're the first teams within both associations, respectively, to forge deals with the cannabis industry. And once again, that's excluding the big three, because you got to make some noise for the big three one time and what they're doing, all right? Yeah. It says the New York-based clubs are partnering with Mind Drinks, a hemp-based CBD sparkling beverage company that also made history last year when it became an official partner of Major League Baseball, the Major League Baseball team, the Chicago Cubs. Yeah, man. So this is going to be dope, man. Shout out one more time to Marijuana Moment. What do you think about that, though?
Honestly, I like it. Okay, so to compare and contrast, the big three was more tropical and like
topical ointments and rub.
stuff. Yeah. Now this is more of a hemp-based drink.
That's true. Because it had to come at some point.
Yeah.
You know, I was waiting for somebody to throw, you know, Gatorade, the weed equivalent of Gatorade or something.
So I prefer the drinking over the tropicals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this is a big step in that regard for me.
Yeah, I rock with it too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all with it. It said last year that the Kansas City Royals became the second MLB team to join the Cubs with partnering with a cannabis company by the name of Pure Spectrum CBD, which produces hemp-derived cannabinoid products like oils and gummies. And that's dope, man. We already know. Cannabruhz already told you. We already are ahead of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Call us like fortune tellers, if you will. You know, I'm starting to see like that, you know, that. Yeah, I can say fortune tellers, if you will. But no, man, we already see the way everything's moving, you know, and like, so because of what sports mean for like American culture in general, right? It's like the sports teams and these sports leagues can't be that far behind when everything else from politics to society to the church even has to address the devil's lettuce, right? So that's just some, you know, just some stuff that's going on. I'm looking forward to it. What does the end of this story really talk about here?
The end of the story is, honestly, there's multiple stories within this story. I got to find the end of the story.
And shout out to Marijuana Moment, boy, but I'm seeing Sha'Carri Richardson being suspended. You know, I'm seeing the USADA, you know, the anti-doping agency, said that the international rules on marijuana must change. And then Joe Biden is even in there, man. We're talking about impact, and this is what I'm talking about. How impactful are the major sports associations or major sports leagues for, you know, life here?
Yeah, well, it's pretty important.
Yeah, we listen to everything. Let's be honest. People always say, you know, and I hate the whole, you know, the thing we went through with the whole shut up and dribble with the NBA.
Yeah,
it's just like, no, these athletes have been heralded as like gods almost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how the people, I think you got to be careful with your, who you hold as an idol.
I mean, they get paid like gods, so.
Yeah, well, they make
Most of them.
Most of them. They get compared to the regular old folks, the old poor guys here, But no, man, I get it. It's just, it's good to see traction. It's good to see movement, and we will continue to see how cannabis is having. We'll get to continue to report on how cannabis is having its impact within the sports realm, and so we appreciate y'all. Hey, salute to the Brooklyn Nets. I know y'all had a rough couple last years, but this is a win for you. All right, this is a win for you, and y'all keep doing your thing, man. I wonder if Jay-Z's involved in this because this is a good play.
100%.
He's
always involved.
It's a good play.
Yeah, Jay-Z's involved.
Shout out to Hove. Hove! All right. And what's the next story?
So this is from Ganjapreneur. Yeah, it says it's a survey.
Okay.
It's rescheduling cannabis could give Biden an 11% approval rating.
Wait. I mean, the big thing is, look, Biden, he's gonna need it. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know anybody that is just super strong on
Biden,
putting Biden back in the seat.
No,
I can't think of anybody.
No,
right? And so he's gonna need something. You need a group of people, and I can speak. I can say this on behalf of Black folks because we have been tired of just blindly following the whatever the Democrats are doing. We just blindly follow it. They promise us a bunch of stuff, and then when the election is over, you can't hear from them. Just the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like like those people that like sell not your regular medical coverage, but the
life insurance,
like all that. Not that life insurance, but they do sell life insurance, but they sell all the other outside costs, the things that don't get covered by your
almost like gap insurance.
Yeah, the gap insurance people.
Okay.
They show up, they have a great pitch. They have a great pitch, and hey, but all they're gonna do is keep deducting every month, but you ain't seeing them again. You ain't seeing them again. And that's really what it's been like when it comes to like
car warranties.
Come on now. You know what I mean? But that's really what it's been like when it comes to like the Black community actually entrusting politicians with their vote. And I don't honestly believe that, here's some word on the street for you. I don't believe that we should just go with anybody. You should be voting your interests. I don't care what grandma voted. I don't care what your mama voted. I don't care what your best friend is voting. You talk to them, to be honest with you. But we're voting our interests. I got to see how my life is playing out, and I got to see whose policies align with me and my interests, down to the core of who I am, just as a human being, as a person, and as a citizen of this country. I want to know, what are you actually going to do? Because first it was, we're getting rid of student loan debt, and then all of a sudden it's been like, flag on the play.
Psych.
Right? And what happened? Oh, well, this got blocked. Republicans blocked it. Anybody trying to hear all that?
Like, it's all bullshit.
It's all bull. Yeah, it's all bull,
it
bro.
really is.
And we ain't getting nothing authentic. So he's going to need a spike. And this right here, this survey says that he could receive an 11% spike. Now, what does that tell you there?
It's a pretty big spike.
Come on. That's a pretty big spike. Why would it would have to be a topic a topic and a stance that's that important to the American public as a whole to receive an 11% boost?
Yeah. And I've always said this, I guess since from 2020, is if somebody puts marijuana on the ballot, I'm voting for them.
Come on, man.
Like it's that simple.
Straight up.
Like straight up.
That's it. You put marijuana on the ballot, on part of your campaign. You make that part of your campaign and look for Biden. It's boosting his favorability by 11%. If he were just to follow that the Federal Department of Health and Human Services, or the HHS's recommendation that they made to the DEA, go back to our old video where we covered that about rescheduling cannabis. So it's pretty simple. The survey, which engaged with 900 likely voters, through a mix of phones with cell and landline. Don't know who they spoke to on the landline. But some of old Joe's college friends and text to online outreach also found that 58% majority of American voters support the rescheduling proposal.
Yeah, and there was just some news that came out that they're looking to deschedule instead of just reschedule now. So that's gonna be big.
Well,
if they can, totally deschedule it.
Yeah, because that was the original argument. The rescheduling.
Like why do rescheduling when you can do? Yeah.
Well, yeah. We as the cannabis community, we definitely would prefer
the deschedule.
A descheduling,
but
we'll
accept.
But we'll accept the reschedule just because it's one of them situations where you like, man, I know how things typically play out.
Yeah.
So when you said rescheduling, we got a little excited. Why? Because you're like, dang, that could actually happen.
Yeah.
Like maybe they could.
Maybe I don't have to be a felon.
Maybe I don't. For a little.
Imagine that.
For a little grass in my pocket.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. So, mind your business. The thing like we always promote here is just choice. Mm-hmm. Don't try to take away a person's freedom of choice to medicate how they want to medicate. How to relax, how they want to relax, and to party how they want to party. Yep. Like imagine like just shutting down, like no tequila.
No tequila.
That'd be imagine they were just like, you can't get no tequila now. You'd be like, no, that's the way I like to party.
No Hennessy.
No, oh my gosh. How dare you? What?
What did he say?
He said no Hennessy. Oh. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, he didn't turn it down. But yeah, man. So good luck to good old Creaky Knee Joe. So he better figure it out, man, before he be right back on out the door and he actually loses this one. Because it seems like we're going to have a good old Trump and Biden rematch again. So we'll see how that goes, man. But make sure that you do what you need to do. First thing you need to do is drop some comments below and tell us what you think. If you think this is actually going to improve Biden's chances with you. Like, are you literally going to be like vote for Biden if
it's on the ballot?
If he's like, this is the main objective, or it's an absolute non-negotiable of my campaign to deschedule.
Oh, if it was the forefront, I'd have 5 ballots in there.
Come on, man. So, man, let us know, man. Let us know what you think, man. Like, forget what we think. Let us know what you think in the comment sections below, and let's keep the conversation going. Next. So we got...
So this is from MJ Biz Daily.
Yep, shout out.
This is a story headline. Now it's Michigan marijuana company buys 11 stores from in-state competitor.
Dang.
Yeah.
They got that bread, boy.
They got something.
They got that bread. Because that's the first thing I'm thinking. You're a Michigan marijuana company. So you're like a state, I wouldn't say local, but you're a state operator though, right? And you're known as a Michigan company, and then you buying 11 stores that were already
competitors
in the market for you. First of all, big flex.
Yeah.
Boom. Because I'll tell you right now, it's like, remember when you were hating on me last time we went to? we saw you at MJ Biz or whatever. You was hating. How much? How much? What? Your store, your operation. Hurry up. I got stuff to do. I got 10 more to buy. I got 10 more to buy. Shout out to who is the company that's buying up?
Oh, that's a good question.
Trying to monopolize the Michigan.
It's Stash. Stash Ventures.
Okay, Stash.
A vertically integrated marijuana company in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, acquired 11 dispensaries from Cloud Cannabis Company in Troy, Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, the financial terms of the deal are not disclosed.
No, of course not. Because it's like out to the public. This is a chess move. You know what I mean? And so they might not. Of course, well, clearly they aren't trying to divulge like too much information about it. First of all, because I don't know how excited they are about this story being put out. You just don't want to show your hand and all that kind of stuff until you've won the game.
Yeah, because this might be a bigger play.
Yeah.
I mean, 11 dispensaries. That's massive.
That's massive.
Especially in this market.
Yeah. Now, it's a lot, man. And they could do a lot with it. I'm seeing that that's taking over at dispensaries from Ann Arbor, Cedar Springs, the D,
Kalamazoo,
Gaylord, Grand Rapids, man, Muskegon, New Baltimore. Sheesh. So, man, y'all let us know, man, if you are out there in that area for real, in Michigan at all, listening, tapped in with the Cannabruhz or whatever. First of all, make some noise for yourself. But second, make sure you drop some comments below and let us know, is this a company, like this is word on the street to us, but you give us some more word on the street and let us know what's really happening and how y'all feel out there about Stash, trying to take over. They already have Timber Cannabis Company dispensaries out there. Now, would you want to see more of those in your neighborhood, or what's the word, man? Y'all let us know what the word is in the comment section below. Yeah. And we got anything else, Carter?
That is it on the news cycle.
On the news cycle. Well, let's move on. Look, some other word on the street, that has to include just how I feel about certain things that happens in this industry. The Cannabruhz and, Harvest AF and, all of we've been in the cannabis industry. We say this is in our 4th year now. It's been a great ride, man, and big salute to all the dope brands and the people and all that stuff that we've met.
We're closing down.
What did he say?
No, man, he just messing with y'all, man. Of course, we expanding, man. We expanding. We got the merch now. Y'all better go get you some of that Make Mentality, MakeMentalityMerch.com, man. No, we expanded, man. Carter just playing around with y'all. But here's who should be shutting down. And I mean this with all seriousness. All those haters out there, man. The worst thing that we haven't experienced too much of, to be honest, and you don't know what closeted hate you're actually receiving, at the moment. You don't know what kind of closeted hate and stuff like that you're receiving in the moment. And I'm gonna pull up and look right directly into the camera when I say this. Listen, and make sure that's why you want to make sure you checking this out on YouTube. So I appreciate y'all, YouTube. But listen, it's a lot of people that's out there that smile in your face, right? But then when they get to another place, they become a backstabber.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to people that you really don't run into that often, whether they're in a different state, whether they're just not in your typical environment or hang out where you hang out or run the streets that you run. They may feel like they have the liberty to be one person in front of your face and to be another person, when they keyboard thugging, and all that kind of stuff. Cannabruhz don't do that. We come into this industry with all love, open arms, and everything. So when, we...
Nothing but it.
Yeah, so we ain't talking about the brands where we cool and we good, but we just couldn't figure out, we really couldn't figure out, how to work together yet. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, there's a time and a place for everything. Yep. But to the brands that's like, oh, man, let's collab, whether it's in the moment or we really put some strategy behind it and really put something together. If we do that with you, man, the first thing we ask you before we talk about signing a contract or creative ideas or what resources you're bringing in versus what we're bringing in is to just keep it a wow, keep it 100, keep it there with us. You know what I mean? Don't come in and do that whole thing where we cool in the moment and we record something or we film something or whatever we do, and then all of a sudden you hating. And the crazy thing is we got so much. We come in as humble, like we said, humbly with open arms, trying to give agape type of love, bro. Like we really come in this, with our spirit centered and really trying to promote peace and growth and development for everybody. We try to highlight these brands the most that we can. That's why Plug Talk exists. That's why we want to do all these collabs. That's why some of y'all watching this right now because you just rock with the Cannabruhz. Y'all make some noise in the comments and all that stuff right now. Yeah. But there's a lot of people that, they rock with us in one way. And I went back and forth with this, man, because I really wanted to say something. I spoke to Corey about it. I spoke to C-Wall. I spoke to Carter about it.
It's C-Dub today.
C-Dub today. C-Dub, the producer. I spoke to them both or whatever about it. And they were like, "No, just hold off, man. We don't know if he was slighting us and all this gun, that. And I just was like, all right, so maybe I'll spare his name. But I pray that you actually see this because I want you to be better. I want you to be better. I want you to stop doing funny stuff like doing the collab with us. And then when we blow your numbers out the water and
You take it down.
you take it down. That's what happened to us. And I'm a kid. You want to keep it a thou wow. All right. Look, there's a person that we rock with, we encountered in this journey, like we encountered a lot of y'all that actually got love for us, seemingly had love for us and everything like that. Next thing we know, we trying to, collab. We collabed on something a little quick. I ain't gonna say what that was or whatever, but we collabed on a little something and it was up on their platform. It was up on our platform and it was all good. And the funny thing is you ever like just be chilling. You're not there doing advertisement or business. You just there just kind of hanging out. You know what I'm saying, on social media, just so that, from your account, real activity is happening. And I'm checking stuff out. I'm on TikTok, I'm on IG through the Cannabruhz page and everything like that. And I see that video that was the highest grossing video
That they had.
in terms of views and, support and engagement,
Mm-hmm.
they got rid of it. So I was like, oh, no, man, maybe it got flagged for something. And then I'm looking like, oh, the rest of this stuff is way more riskier than talking about,
financials.
We always cover taxes. We always talking about business, growth.
Mm-hmm.
We always talking about some way to help the community. I doubt that our stuff is getting flagged because it didn't get flagged on our account.
Yeah.
Then you could really tell. I go back and I'm like, no, it's really gone. So to that individual and individuals like you, oh, you know what's up. But no, man, I really want y'all to be better, man. We come in it differently. If you got a issue with that for some reason, and maybe you're not in the industry that actually do collabs with a whole heart, like an open arms type of like embrace, like the Cannabruhz do it, I could tell you one thing, you ain't moving right, first of all. Because if you're not coming in this thing with love, then I don't know what you come into it with. Greed? Huh? You been lame your whole life? You've been lame your whole life, and now you got a little bit of notoriety because of what you're doing. You've been lame your whole life, and so the first time that people have actually paid attention to, you don't want to share none of that spotlight, huh? What you got? What you come from? A family of 8, 10? You ain't the first child. You ain't the last. So you somewhere in the middle. Never felt like you had mom's attention enough. Never felt like dad was really like he wasn't taking you to throw football like he did your big brother, huh? They didn't buy you a car at 16, and so you just have this weird like thing about community and collaboration and just being there for folks. And we ain't did nothing but bless you.
That's true.
We ain't do. It wasn't like we said anything crazy. We didn't do anything but bless him, did we?
Yeah, and he wanted us on.
And oh my God, that's the thing. You came on to I'm sorry. You came up to us
To have a conversation.
asking,
To have this.
could we collab?
Mm-hmm. A short collab.
Again, humbly, we ain't nobody yet, y'all. We ain't nobody yet. But you did come up to us asking to collab.
Mm-hmm.
And we blessed you without hesitancy.
Nope.
We came straight in like, yo, what's up? Where we sitting? What we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it real quick. Hey, I know we were headed this way. We were in this direction. Hey, hold on real quick. We gonna collab with this dude real quick. Mm-hmm. Seems cool. Let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
Right. And we know that the message that we're spreading out here in the community and stuff is positive. It's enlightening. It's ways that you can really develop. It's actually like tangible things that you could get from this game that we be putting y'all on. And so if you don't want to accept it, that's cool. But I also noticed there was nothing like us and what we were talking about on Homie Page. And so I'm just saying, there was nothing like us on his page. And so something substantial actually got your audience and more, by the way, clearly based on the numbers, your audience and more to tune in, double tap, leave a comment, all that. And you said, no, it can't get more than when I was talking about
X, Y, and Z.
I was smoking on X, Y, and Z, and it was crazy. I was tripping. I grabbed a bag of chips and all this goofy stuff. Like we ain't no goofies, bro. Like, and so we gonna continue to move with love, and this is not gonna discourage us at all. So y'all, when you see the Cannabruhz at an event, come out and give us a hug, bro. Dap us up. Come on, man. Maybe we smoke something together. Maybe we'll just talk about tax planning. Maybe we'll talk about how to get you some business capital. Maybe we'll just be like, hey, here's a link to our ebook. Maybe you could use the ebook to actually better your personal tax situation. I don't know. Hey, you like my hat? Oh, I got that from MakeMentalityMerch.com. Maybe it's something that's not even self-deprecating. Maybe we'll have a conversation about just the love of the flower and how great it is to be in community where people ain't discriminating based on your color immediately and all this stuff, because we all are discriminated against by the law, And so maybe that's a conversation that we having. But I'll tell you one conversation that it won't be about: hate.
Nope.
It won't be no jealous looks and us looking at you crazy because, oh, man, they got this more than we, and we wanted to get this, and they got that first and all this kind of stuff. We believe that we could learn from anybody.
Yep. And we're running our own
race.
There you
go. We
are,
though. We running our own race, bro. We don't believe it's anybody that's like us. We're in a lot of lanes with a lot of people, but is there a lot of Cannabruhz? I ain't seen it yet. So I know that we are unicorn in a way that we provide something different to the community and the industry. But it's not to be a threat. And we don't come in to be the threat. Now, granted, we do come in to kick them doors down. Now, if you standing in the way of the door when it starts falling on the other side, I'm sorry. We'll apologize and probably help you up. But we're not apologizing for kicking the door in the first place.
Yeah, we'll get you to the hospital.
Yeah, we'll get you to the hospital. You might. Or just give you something to smoke. You forget about the pain. But nah, man, we kicking the door in and we're not apologizing for it because why not us? Corey says it to me all the time. Why not us?
Why not us?
You get what I'm saying? So for people out there that's hating, and it is something slight. Oh, well, why y'all tripping, bro? He just took down the post and this and this. No, the way I'm looking at it is it was all love until those results started look different. So, I mean, I'm going to get off my soapbox, man. I'm going to go ahead and stop ranting, man, because, I know y'all come and watch Word on the Street and the Cannabruhz podcast for a whole different energy, but don't play.
Yeah. Real recognizes real.
For real. Real recognize real, so it's easy to identify fake.
Mm-hmm.
And
there it is.
We appreciate y'all tuning in one more time for the Cannabruhz podcast and Word on the Street. Of course, again, I'm your host, Jarrell
Seawall.
And we are the Cannabruhz. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to drop a comment below because we want to hear if you got some more word on the street. We'll holler at y'all next time, bro. And we up. Ow.
Peace.